Hi everyone, and welcome to the latest in our series of Zebra Talks on the future world of work. We've had some brilliant contributions on the Zebra Project so far from lots of external contributors, but I thought it'd be a great idea today to talk to some of our own employment team about some of the work we've been doing. In particular, the Taylor Review on Modern Employment Practices came out last year. The government's just responded to it and invited consultations on a number of issues, and we've been in the process of responding to all of those various consultation exercises. And today I'm talking to Rachel Ashwood, who's a senior counsel in our team. And Rachel, you were responsible for leading our response on the agency workers.
That's right, yeah, we looked at that section of it.
And broadly, what did that consultation cover then, very broad terms?
Yeah, sure. It was seeking views on recommendations that were put forward in connection with agency workers. So two of the key recommendations were, firstly, that agency workers should be given more information about the basis upon which they are hired. And then another recommendation was that the EAS, which is the body that currently polices employment agencies or employment businesses, that body should also police umbrella companies, which are becoming more prevalent as a business model for hiring workers.
I know there's a slightly tricky question for you. Can you tell our viewers what an umbrella company is as opposed to like a direct agency relationship?
I can do, yes. So in a normal agency relationship, you have a hiring business. The hiring business will have a relationship with an agency that then sources workers. So the employment relationship or the working relationship is between the individual and the agency. Mm-hmm. With an umbrella company, it just adds another intermediary into the relationship. So generally, you've got the hiring business that will have a relationship with the agency. The agency will source workers, and then the workers are sometimes asked to provide their services through an umbrella company, so an intermediary that falls below the agency. In that scenario, the worker is employed by the umbrella company.
Right.
But in a lot of cases, that umbrella company is not really performing much more of a function than being a payroll body for the worker.
Okay, so two really interesting recommendations there. And what kind of solutions have we proposed as a firm to those kinds of issues?
Yeah, of course. So, in relation to the first recommendation that agency workers should be given more information, we absolutely support that.
Yeah.
There is no reason why, because a worker has chosen or is required to provide their services through an agency, that they should be provided with any less information than if they were hired directly by the client.
Yeah, quite agree.
So we fully support that. Now, the government's recommendation is that agency workers are given a key facts document. And again, we like that idea. It's a document that will contain just really high level information, but information that some agency workers currently aren't getting. So It will confirm, for example, what gross pay they are likely to receive, what deductions will be made from that pay, who the employer will be, where they're required to carry out their services. So it's really high level information.
Basic but important stuff, effectively.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. And all we've said is that should be provided in a concise and meaningful way.
Yeah.
We need to keep the legal jargon out of it, keep it in as plain English language as possible.
Okay, excellent. And the second recommendation around the EAS?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were quite torn on this one. Umbrella companies are becoming more prevalent. More individuals are being required to provide their services through umbrella companies. So it's absolutely key that they are regulated or their activities are regulated in some way. However, we thought that regulating them in too heavy-handed a fashion would perhaps hinder their flexibility.
Yeah.
So what we have thought is that the requirement to provide information, so the requirement that I talked about a minute ago, that the EAS should or could play a role in policing that, so to ensure that umbrella companies provide that information.
Yeah.
And that should be the limit of their policing activities for the time being. Once they've done that, we can then look perhaps in the future as to whether further activities of the umbrella companies need to be policed or not. But we think keeping at that initial level will certainly start to improve the standards of umbrella companies.
Sure, so it's a softer introduction of enforcement mechanisms.
Exactly that.
Okay,
yeah.
Excellent. Well, some really interesting stuff there. And obviously the government has taken recommendations from a whole range of organisations, but hopefully some of the things we have suggested will make their way onto the statute books. So thanks very much, Rachel.
Thanks, Tom.